All right, we are back with the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your favorite wrestling fan here every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time on the GSMC Sports Network to talk about the greatest thing in the world, professional wrestling, all the action inside and outside of the ring, backstage curtain calls, rumors and dramas. We talk about, superstar inactive statuses, injury updates, contract negotiations to extensions to new signings. We talk about promotions from WWE to AEW to TNA to Ring of Honor. We also talk about New Japan Professional Wrestling. Guys, if it makes major news in the world of professional wrestling, we talk about it here on this show, 1,010%. So don't be afraid to, Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show. Follow the show, follow the network, so you guys can get notifications whenever we have an awesome, a live show. So make sure you guys tune into that. All right, just going to reflect on what we talked about right quick. We had our WWE Monday Night Raw review. Now we're going to get into some WWE NXT. But before we get into any of that, just want to remind you guys to go ahead and hit up that super chat, whether if you got a burning question or a hot take in terms of professional wrestling here at the GSMC Sports Network. We want you to know if you guys are dying to get something off your chest, 1,010%. We are here. We are here to hear about it. We are here to kind of ultimately, we want you guys to speak. We definitely would love you guys to participate in the chat. And it just makes things a lot more easier, other than that, it's just me yelling into the mic for an hour straight, which isn't fun. But for me, it could be fun, because I'm just like, I'm just kidding, no, moving on. So make sure you guys, hit up that tips and donations link, so don't be shy. And if you really want to make sure your comment, question, or concern gets noticed on air, why not use that super chat? Go ahead and click the $ next to that chat box, which guarantees anything you guys put inside that box is going to be featured on the show, debated about, talked about, and basically every way under the sun. It's a great way to support the channel. Here at the GSMC Sports Network, we do love a lot of peace, love, and positivity. 1,010%. And of course, we just want to keep bringing you guys awesome sports content that you guys love so damn much. We are super grateful for each and every one of you guys who joins us here daily on the GSMC Sports Network. So, your support makes all the difference. So let's go ahead and keep this party going. Send in those super chats, those super stickers, because you guys are super awesome. And together we will make sure this podcast is, bigger, better, and stronger than ever. Once again, a super chat, not your thing. It's all good. Go ahead and hit up the tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Just remember to Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show. Follow the show. Follow the network here, the GSMC Sports Network. We do love a lot of peace, love, and positivity, 1,010%. But of course, in terms of talking sports, it's inevitable. Disagreements happen, some criticisms, and it's all good. It's all gravy. It's all good in the neighborhood. Don't be shy. Drop your thoughts inside that chat. All right, moving on to our WWE NXT review. First and foremost, we started off with an Iron Survivor match. We had one half of the WWE NXT World Tag Team Champions, Nathan Frazier, defeat Eddie Thorpe. The tag team division right now on WWE NXT is just, it's on fire. It's on fire right now. And, it's really, really good, but right now, Axiom is concerned. Obviously, he realizes after the challenge that Ava put forth in front of every NXT tag team last week on NXT, he knows that, we have to start watching each other's backs. We have to make sure that we kind of cover our asses, because at the same time, you can have one of these guys kind of ultimately jump us. And in the match, we're not going to come in 1,010%. So then they're going to take our WWE NXT World Tag Team titles. Obviously, Nathan Frazier's composure, his poise, his personality. He's like, what? I'm not really too worried about an amigo. I know you keep telling me that, we have the tag team division breathing down our neck, and what's a better statement to do than just just keep winning matches. So I can't really put a nail on the head of who would really kind of have a chance at the WWE NXT World Tag Team titles, because Axiom and Nathan Frazier, they've just been so damn good. So Nathan Frazier was able to knock off, Eddie Thorpe tonight. He had that botched Phoenix Splash, but it was okay. I thought it was all right. Then we had an Iron Survivor match. Jada Parker of OTM loses to Stephanie Vaquer, the former New Japan Professional Wrestling Women's Strong Champion. all thanks to Lola Vice. Lola Vice comes out, obviously, I think it was a week ago when they went to Pennsylvania, when they went to 2300 Arena, basically the home of the ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling. And then you had Jada Parker basically smash and break across Lola Vice's face, which was, not the best way to kind of go about it ultimately. But, I kind of hated this for Jada. But then again, I kind of liked it at the same time that she wasn't really pinned, so that doesn't really diminish the value of her, of her character or her push or anything like that. So I definitely like that. I like the fact that Shawn Michaels is starting to let Julia, it's going to let Zarya, it's going to let Stephanie Vakir, so kind of these international sensations of wrestling kind of start wrestling with some of the girls, getting used to it, which is really, really good for them. And ultimately, I'm for it. I think it's great. Obviously, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels is killing it. We had Brooks Jensen losing against Tony D'Angelo. That was, an interesting match. Brinley Reese teams up with Dion Lennox and loses against Carmen Petrovic and Ashanti the Adonis. And the distraction. For me, it was the distraction. You had, him coming on to Brinley Reese, and Brinley Reese was kind of like, no, she's my friend. Why are you doing this? Like, if you want to be her man, like, you can't be flirting with me. And then Carmen Petrovic ultimately took advantage of the distraction, leaving people to believe that, they were kind of in it, in terms of, they were colluding together. So, it was, the storyline between Ashanti the Adonis and Carmen Petrovic, it's all right. For me, there hasn't really been, in terms of love storylines in WWE, I feel like there's more worst cases than some successful ones. But that's, my opinion, obviously, being a wrestling fan my whole entire life. Some couples storylines just don't really work out. It just, it ends in agony. It's terrible. Next we have, Ren Sinclair losing her shot at the Iron Survivor match. We had Zarya defeat her. But Ren did decent. Ren did decent. So, not too much to kind of joke on her about. Not to call her not a competitor within the women's division on WWE NXT. Ren Sinclair, she was all right. She was, she did good. She did decent against a powerhouse like Zarya. I love that, her finishing move is the F5. But you listen to Vic Joseph, you listen to Booker T, they don't call it the F5. They don't bring it up. It's like it's coined forever by Brock Lesnar, which is, for me, I feel like it kind of sucks. But I don't know why. There has to be a reason why they're not saying it. And, I paid attention to that. They had like 2 or 3 chances where they could have been like, Zarya defeats Ren Sinclair with an F5 to move on to the Iron Survivor match to find out who's going to be the number 1 contender in this match at Deadline. But that hasn't even happened yet. So ultimately, I don't know. It's, kind of, maybe Brock Lesnar is on his way back to WWE perhaps. But, I don't know. It should be, it should be pretty awesome. Fatal Influence comes out to address the WWE Universe, comes out to address everybody who wants a shot at that mid-card belt. You had the Metaphors come out, Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend. Nikita Lyons also comes out, and Nikita Lyons obviously was met by Adriana Rizzo of the family. Obviously, she took, she hit her with the crowbar last week on NXT. So a lot of, built up animosity between the two, but I definitely love it. I want to see these girls go at it again. And Tatum Paxley at the end, she came in and she basically got her title shot by putting hands on Fallon Henley of the Fatal Influence. So kudos to her. Kudos to some Tatum Paxley. All right, so we had a backstage promo. Like I said, Axiom is a little upset that his partner Nathan Frazier qualified to be in the Iron Survivor match, and then they were talking about All Ego Ethan Page. We're gonna have a match next week on NXT. Ethan Page takes on Axiom. Axiom's like, you know what? You don't want to jump the gun too much to find out if Ethan Page is going to be in this match, because the opponent he's gonna face next week is me. So I thought that was kind of cool. I definitely like that build up there for Axiom and Nathan Frazier. And of course, the main event featured the number 1 contenders match for the WWE NXT World Heavyweight Championship at Deadline. It was between Andre Chase going up against Ridge Holland. This was, basically, not really much to say about it, but Andre Chase kind of messed up. For me, I was like, dude, like, why are you putting it all on the line? Because, you know, this guy's big. Rich Holland, he's big. He's bad. He had an amazing wrestling. You know, he cut a really good promo earlier in the show as well. I definitely like that. And it's just I don't know. You had Chase U disband. Chase U's gone. It's no more. It's going to be interesting to find out how WWE decides to book Riley Osborne, decides to book Duke Hudson, decides to book Thea Hale. And I just hope this doesn't, kill them. Does that make sense? I just hope it doesn't, I hope Chase U, the members of it, I don't know. I just hope that their storylines kind of, don't really come to match. Doesn't really seem like they matter on the SmackDown roster or the Monday Night Raw or the NXT roster anymore. Kind of like where you've seen the likes of, Alpha Academy, for example. That's a good example, Alpha Academy. Or, Pretty Deadly on SmackDown where, it's a tag team, but then, they don't really fight all the time. You don't really want that happening because Thea Hale, very, 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 very impressive. Riley Osborne, very impressive. The MVP, Duke Hudson, he was literally a move away from defeating Ova Femi for that NXT North American Championship. But he was just that close. So, should be interesting to find out how WWE handles these single bookings because it doesn't look like, we're not going to see these people, together really anymore. So yeah. All right, guys. So do not go anywhere. We're gonna jump on into some AEW Dynamite talk when we come back. So grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite ice cold beverage, and join me here in about 20 seconds. So hey, do not go anywhere.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go.